Hello, this is Adolf. Welcome to the video lecture series on the course of building construction. This is the lecture number 7 on unit number 3. By this lecture, we are going to start the next topic, that is doors and windows. In this video lecture, we are going to see about the door. So in this, we will see about the definition of door, location of door and windows, and technical terms that are related to the doors and windows. Door. So what is called a door? A door is a movable barrier located at building wall. So in a building wall, there will be a barrier. We can easily open it. We can access this through it. So that's why it is called a movable barrier. It is an opening which provide an access to enter the inside the room or circulation between the room. So it provides an access to enter the room or circulate between the rooms. So this is called a door. Location of doors and windows. So following are the rules should be followed by the designer or planner. So who's going to design or who's going to plan the building while locating the doors and windows. The number of doors should be kept minimum for every room. It should be minimum for every room. So because if you give large number of doors, it will cause obstruction and decreases the utilization of the space inside the room. So we have to keep the number of doors minimum for every room. Door should be kept near the corner of the room. So if you keep nearer to the corner, if you keep it at center, then it will take some space, extra space for its moving. So it will take the extra space. So the management of space utilization will be less. Third is the doors should be located at opposite to each other inside the room for good circulation and ventilation. So if you are giving two doors in your room, so it should be opposite to each other. So why? Because then only we will get a good air circulation and the ventilation. The location, number and size of windows are decided according to desired daylight, desired outside vision, privacy and natural ventilation. So the windows are decided as how we are deciding the windows is by considering the how much daylight you have to enter to your room, what is your outside vision, outside visuality, how it, what you want to see, how much you want to see, because according to that, privacy, how you want to protect yourself. So privacy, so how much you need the privacy, that also, and the natural ventilation. According to that, the location, number and size of the windows are decided. So windows should be located opposite to each other for the point of ventilation. If you are considering the ventilation point, from the ventilation point of view, window in each room should be opposite to each other. Window should be located on the northern side from viewpoint of maximum daylight. So if you want the maximum daylight should be enter into your room, then you have to place your window on the northern side. Then only you will get the maximum daylight into your room. Generally, the sill of a window should be located at a height of 0.75 to 1 meter from the floor level. So sill is the bottom horizontal structure of the window. So from the bottom structure of the window, it should be placed from 0.75 meter to 1 meter from the ground level. This is for the residential building. So if you consider for a public building or public place, the height of a sill of a window should be 2 meter from the floor level. 2 meter from the floor level. So examples, recreation places, cinema theaters, or toilets. These are the public buildings where the window should be sill of the window should be kept from 2 meter. The doors and windows should be located according to interior decoration and outside scenery. So what are the technical terms we have to know in the door and a window? So this is the door structure. The diagram shows the door structure. The first one is a frame. So here it is the frame. So frame is the, how many frames we will have in a door? You will have 2 frames. So a frame is a group of member which forms a support for door or a window. So it gives the support to the door or a window. Next is style. So where it is, style is here. This part is called style. So here also 2 styles are there. So this is the outside vertical member of the shutter. So style is a outside vertical member of a shutter of a door or a window. So that is this style. Next is head. This one is the head. So head is the top or uppermost horizontal part of a frame. Top or uppermost horizontal part of a frame. Next is a sill. Sill we will have in window, not in door. So sill is a lowermost or the bottom part of a window frame. So lowermost or bottom horizontal part of the window frame. The door frames are usually not provided with the sills. Only windows will have the sills. Next is top rail. So this part we will call it as the top rail. So top rail is topmost horizontal member of the shutter. This is called a shutter. This whole part from style to, from here to here, this is the whole, including this whole part, we will call it as a shutter. So top rail is the topmost horizontal member of the shutter. So we will call it as the top rail. Next is lock rail. So lock rail is the middle horizontal member of the shutter. So middle horizontal member of the shutter where locking arrangement is provided. Suppose here you will get the locking arrangement lock. Then this rail is called lock rail. So where the lock arrangements are provided, that rail we will call it as a lock rail. So next is bottom rail. So this one is the bottom rail. So bottom rail is the lowermost horizontal member of the shutter. So top rail is the topmost, bottom rail is the lowermost horizontal member of the shutter. We will call it as the bottom rail. Intermediate or cross rails. So these intermediate or cross rails, where it will come means, so it comes between lock rail and the top rail. So this is called intermediate or cross rails, or we will call it as a freeze rails. Freeze rails. So additional horizontal rails fixed between top and bottom rails of a shutter. A rail which is fixed between top rail and the lock rail is called fixed rails. Sometimes we don't have the lock rails. In some doors we will don't have the lock rails. Then we will call it as the intermediate or cross rails. So if you have a lock rails, then the intermediate rail between the lock rail and the top rail, we will call it as a freeze rails. Next is panel. This is the area of the shutter enclosed with adjacent rails. So here it is a rail. This is also a rail. So between two rails we will have a panel structure. This is the panel. So it is the area of shutter enclosed between the adjacent rails. Next is hold fast. This is generally in the form of mild steel flat bar of section 30 mm by 6 mm and of length 200 mm. So these are the hold fast. So these are the hold fast. So why we need this hold fast means used to keep the frame in position. So it will use to keep the frame in position. So we will use the hold fast. So if you going to use in a door frame, minimum we have to give 3 hold fast. If it is a window frame, minimum we have to give the 2 hold fast on each side. On each side. That means this side we have to 2 for window, this side we have to 2 for window. Overall it will be 4 hold fast. In door we have to give this side 3, another side 3. So minimum 6 hold fast we have to give. Next is horn. So this is the horn. So horn is the horizontal projection of head or sill beyond the face of the frame. So this is the face of the frame. So beyond that we are giving some projection of the head or sill. Here also it will be called as horn, head or sill. That projection distance we will call it as a horn. So why we need the horn means it facilitates the fixing of frame on wall opening. So it fixing of frame on wall opening and its length is 100 mm to 150 mm we will give. So horn, it is an horizontal projection and it is facilitate the fixing of frame on the wall opening. The distance is 100 to 150 mm. Shutter, so I already told, it is the entire assembly of stile, panel and rail. So your shutter will be this portion. So this is the shutter. Next is sash. Sash is a special type of frame. It is made up of light section. So it is designed to carry the glass. So some windows it will have a door, some windows or door they will have a glass panels. That type we will use as sash. Sash is a one type of frame. It consists of vertical stiles, a top rail and a bottom rail. Next is mullion. So mullion is here. This part we will call it as the mullions. Mullion. So what is the mullion? Mullion is a vertical member which is employed to subdivide a window or a door opening vertically. So vertically it subdivides the door or a window opening. So in window it will have a separate opening. Door, if we won't have the mostly we don't have the opening on the door, it subdivide the whole door panels. Okay. Next is transom. Transom we saw it in the window. It is an horizontal member which employed to subdivide a window opening horizontally. So vertically we will have a mullion. Window, if you want to open on a horizontal way, then we will call it as a transom. Lower. Piece of timber which is fixed in an inclined position within a frame. So see this diagram. So these are the lower. So it is an inclined timber which is fixed in a frame. So that is called lower. Next is a jamb. This jamb is a vertical face of the opening which supports the frame of door or window. So this part, it is called jamb. So it will support the window, supports the frame of a door or window. It is a vertical position. We will call it as the jamb. Reveal. It is an external jamb of the door or window. This is the uh, external. If it is jamb, it is in the external, then we will call it as a reveal. Rebate. Rebate is a depression made inside the door frame to receive the door shutter. This is the door. So while closing the door, what will happen? This door will come and place here. This gap, this depression, we will call it as a rebate. So here only that it will receive the door shutter. Putty. Putty is a mixture of linseed oil and whiting chalk. This putty is used for fixing the glass panels in the door or a window. So these are the different technical terms we have to know in the door and a window. In this video, we saw the definition of door, then we saw the locations of the door and windows, how we have to keep the doors and windows in a room or a building. Then what are the technical terms used in the doors and windows. So these topics we covered in this video. Thank you.